Good, here we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today's workshop is going to be simple systems to save you 5 hours per week. This was what everybody recommended in the poll. Got a couple of tactics I'm going to share with you. That's going to save you easy 5 hours a week. And funny enough, this is going to be one of the focus points in the upcoming Boomers Leadership Conference. At the end, I'm going to do a Boomers Leadership Conference FAQ. I'm super excited to announce that to everybody very soon. Before we get into today's workshop, I want to highlight something, and I want to give a special mention to Loris and Justin. So, yeah, hey, Loris, special mention to you. So, Loris actually implemented something we did in our live workshop 2 live workshops ago. We were talking about local area marketing, and she took out a $500 advertisement to pump up her pinball enrollments. And these are the stats that we got from the campaign. 5,000 or about 6,000 people saw the ad, 11 new signups at Waitara and Hornsby. It costed Loris just about $36 per sign up. Campaign ended 31st July, and that brought them $2,186 in revenue from $500 ad spend. So I wanted to give a special mention to Loris and Justin for actually implementing something that we learned in the workshop. So well done, Loris. And to Justin as well. I also, now that term 3 is just about finished, team, I want to go over some franchisees that are beasting and feasting in term 3 2025. I was looking at the data, and there's some special recognitions that I wanted to give to some of the franchisees. Oh, Gerard's made it. Gerard, good to see you. He didn't get lost on the Zoom link. Some franchisees that are beasting and feasting this term. Gerard Sutherland Shire, 43% growth in enrollments term over term. Shout out, hey, 1 second. Shout out to Gerard. And Gerard did purchase an area, so he's already made a substantial difference to that area. Sarabi from North Sydney, 39% growth term over term, and they purchased that area as well. So they're doing an amazing job with that new area. Lito and Luby, 29% growth, amazing. Carla, sold out launch. Shout out to Carla. Charles and May. Shout out to Charles and May. Sold out launch, 80 enrollments. And Joachim, a new franchise in a new state on 55 enrollments. So these are some franchisees that are beasting and feasting. Just a little bit of a virtual clap from me. Guys are doing awesome. Beasting and feasting. I hope you guys like that rhyme. I was thinking about what I'm going to call it. Beasting and feasting. Okay. Team, we're doing a lot of content, a lot of value content. I actually, every time I do a live workshop, I want to stop and pause to see if anybody actually implemented anything we learned, because this content's amazing and there's a lot of really good, helpful tactics. But at the end of the day, execution trumps everything. If we don't implement any of these tactics, then they're just going to be words on paper. So last workshop, we spoke about how to boost renewals and reduce churn. I gave you guys a couple of really good pointers that we worked around. I want to just stop and ask, did anybody get any chance to implement any of the tactics we learned, and what were they? You can take yourself off mute. Come on, there's got to be someone, guys. Don't tell me. There's got to be someone. Who's going to be brave enough? There's got to be someone. No implementation. Joe, here we go. What do we got, Joe?
So mine is the free holiday camp.
Free holiday camp. Good for you. When are you doing that?
So we're still talking to the schools. It's going to be the first of October.
Okay. Free holiday camp, 1st of October to funnel kids in. Very nice. Anyone else? Anyone else implement any of the tactics on how to boost renewals and reduce churn? Come on, Loris. There's got to be something in Hornsby with your numbers coming out. There's got to be something.
Yes, actually, let me have a look. We did a lot of things, but you can mention one thing. I think just like give them a call after each term and
Okay.
follow up the who haven't registered yet. Just give them a text or like a call to see what's happening, and then anything we can help with.
Awesome. That's really good. Chasing up the customers that haven't booked in for next term.
Yeah.
Well done, Loris. Charles, were you going to say something?
I think I may have mentioned it. We spent like $40 on a Facebook 2-week campaign because our Mighty
Beautiful.
Boomers classes was lagging,
Yeah.
and we picked up a few that way.
Charles, good for you. So from the campaign, a couple enrolled into the Mighties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Like when we posted the ad, like a day later or 2 days later, they signed up.
Awesome.
It
Awesome.
was a targeted campaign. We think from memory May made it 25 kilometers from North Lakes,
Yeah.
and it was specific 9 to 12-year-old Mighty Boomers with a photo of 3 kids in red uniforms. So we targeted that age
That's
group,
great.
and
That's awesome,
it
Charles.
worked. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Good for you guys. And good for you, Charles, too. So, team, the main thing is during these live workshops, like there's a ton of like new things that you can implement. I think sometimes you can get a little bit overwhelmed. Like, should I implement this? Should I implement that? Like, oh my gosh, there's so many things I can do. Try not to get debunked with all the details. Just focus on implementing one thing from the workshop. Just make it your goal to implement one tactic or one tip from the workshop. Because at the end of the day, guys, all this content's amazing. You know, people go to seminars, they go to motivational speakers, but the only thing that trumps at the end of the day is action. So when I do my next live workshop, I'm going to have this slide called our implementation check-in slide. And I actually want to see some of these things being implemented. Only focus on one. Don't have to do all 10, just do one. We ready to continue, team? Thumbs up. We good? Nobody snoring? All right, beautiful. Okay. Today's workshop is simple systems to save you 5 hours per week. And this is actually going to be one of the key themes in our upcoming Boomers Leadership Conference. What do I mean by systems? Systems or automations or certain ways of doing things, guys, to make things more efficient so that you can save at least 5 hours of your time. That is what I'm talking about when I refer to systems. Here we go. System number one, I've mentioned this time and time again. As you grow your franchise, especially once you go over the 150 enrollment territory, your inbox becomes your worst nightmare. It is flooded. Can I do a makeup class? Do you have any classes for 4-year-olds? Do you have any other locations? I live in here. Your inbox becomes a living and breathing disaster. My recommendation to you, I've used this software. I've got it on all my emails. It's called Frexa AI. I'm going to show you a little clip in a bit of what it actually does. It costs about $270 per year. It's probably the best investment that you can make to your email inbox. It's going to save you a minimum of 3 to 5 hours per week on admin because it automatically drafts you email so that you don't have to think about it. I'm going to share with you a video of how it works, guys. Just watch this video. It's a quick tutorial. It only goes for about 2 minutes. So team, once you've installed Frexia into your inbox, it'll automatically generate a couple of different colored folders. This one's a marketing folder. So any like marketing promos or people trying to sell you stuff goes into this one automatically. And then you can chuck it into spam. This is an action folder here so that you know like when you've actioned anything. This is something that's awaiting a reply for you. Now, the beauty about this is Frexia will automatically craft a reply and you just have to review it. And if you're happy with it, you can send it and it learns from your sent inbox. Meeting updates, so any Zoom links or any meetings go up to here. This is a notifications tab. This is a comments tab. And then this is pretty much the main one, the to respond. So any emails that require a response from you, let's say a parent wants to have a trial class, like for example, this one here. I just want to take a gratitude experience for being such an awesome, what a compliment. This is awesome. So Tanya just kind of gave us a real nice compliment. And this was crafted automatically by Frexia. Hi, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks again. It's true to me. See, now it doesn't send it automatically. It puts it in your draft. You just review it. If you're happy with it, you can send it. If you want to modify it a little bit, you can modify it. But it pretty much crafts the reply for you and you can automatically send it. So it saves you a ton of time on crafting responses and it organizes your inbox very tidy. That is Frexia AI team. It's probably the quickest installation. You literally, once you download it, they've got a 7-day free trial as well. If you want to try out the trial, it hooks into your inbox and it literally generates replies and they don't even sound AI. They sound like a human said it. And it also learns from your sent inbox. So if you got a certain way of replying to emails, it machine learns from your sent inbox and it crafts a reply based on your style. Arguably the best $270 investment you can make, and it's going to buy you back at least 3 to 5 hours of admin time. Any questions about Frexia team before I continue on?
Sorry, is that 270 per month or per year or?
Per year, but that's US. It's about 400 AUD a year.
Okay.
So another
Joe?
is Emil. I've actually looked at the Flexi. That looks very good. So it only does the reply. It doesn't create emails though. Is that right? Or
As in like draft you an email?
Yeah.
I don't think it drafts you an email. I might be wrong, Joe. I don't think it drafts an email. I've got my email templates for that. So I've got templates for everything.
Right.
I don't think it drafts. I'm not too sure, but I know it definitely responds automatically.
Okay. It's sort of it before. So just trying to understand. So the email comes through and then it automatically drafts it for you. You just review it, send.
Yes. So it drafts a reply automatically based on what you've sent before. And then if you want to change it, you can change it. Or if you're happy, you just hit send.
Correct. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And it tidies up your inbox. Best investment you can make, guys, especially if you're over 150 enrollments, the admin workload is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Is this useful, team? Finding this useful so far? Cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you, Mike. Cool. So that's Frexia AI. And the great thing about it too is when you pay for a subscription, you can hook it up to as many Gmails as you want, which is pretty cool. Okay. System number 2, and this has got to do with your bookkeeping team. Philip and Paulie was just talking to me about this on the phone, how they're already implementing this. I put a video tutorial last week. I highly recommend that you get Xero and HubDoc. Now, Xero will allow you to hook up your bank feed so that all income and expenses associated with your franchise goes there. And it literally allows you to do your bookkeeping in under 1 week. In under 1 hour per week. And what you'll be able to do is generate financial reports in a split of a second. P&L statements, balance sheets, all the financial health of your business can be generated in seconds. I highly recommend you connect Xero. HubDoc is great for invoicing, and this is free. So if any invoices come in, for example, court hire fees, you can upload it to HubDoc and it automatically processes to Xero. So heaven forbid, if you ever get audited by the big bad brother ATO and they're saying, can I have receipts? Can we have invoices for this? You go to HubDoc. HubDoc will have all your invoices and it automatically hooks up to Xero. This will allow you to get your bookkeeping under 1 hour per week maximum. The best software you can use. Xero for your accounting and HubDoc for invoicing. And it's like $40-50 a month. Now, I didn't create any videos because there's tons of like learning materials on the actual website. But if you haven't already, I highly recommend you hook up Xero. And guys, it's important that you're also understanding the financial health of your business. Like if you want to see what your profit is for the last 6 months or compare your profit margins for the last 6 months compared to the previous 6 months, unless you have some type of accounting software, you won't be able to extract those data points. So I highly recommend using Xero and HubDoc.
Xero,
1 hour
Xero
a
is
week.
very good. Xero is very good. I've used Xero and QuickBooks and like other accounting software. Xero by far is the simplest I find and just the easiest to use. Plus, it also gives you international currencies if that's what you need.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Mike. And I agree. Xero is the most easiest. Like once you guys hook up your bank feeds, so your bank account's attached to Xero, literally 1 hour once a week to reconcile all your accounts. So when it comes time to your tax period, where you go to your accountant, you're not there flooding. How much profit did you make here? What about this term? It's like, no, here's all my reports. I'm out of the tax accountant's office is under an hour. It'll have all the reports for you. Cool, team? Are we finding value from this? Can I just get a head nod? Are we finding value from this so far? Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, Mike. Gerard, can you come off mute? Can I get a hi, or do you have an AI bot for you on Zoom?
You've just caught him out, Emil.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You just caught him out, man.
That's all right. I'm gonna go get him on. All right. Now the next system, this should be number 3. This one is where we get a little bit more advanced. There's certain things in our business that are constantly going to happen. Inquiries. One of those things is makeup classes. And I know Edison experiences this problem all the time. Parents want makeup classes. Now, when you look at it, for example, with how it works now, if a parent wants a makeup class, hey, Joe, can I do a makeup class? Joe reply, what time? Can you do 9 a.m.? No, the class is full. Okay, what about 10 a.m.? No, the class is full. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's not too bad. Well, what about when you have 150, 200, 250 enrollments? Being able to keep up with all the demands of makeup classes is going to be very difficult. So here's a simple automation that you can set up in under 5 minutes. I created a video for you. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Watch and enjoy. Okay, so to get this automation going, you're going to get the template ready. So if I go here to the 3 dots, template, I've already created one called makeup class request. It says, hi, this is an automated email. Please view our timetable below. If you've got multiple locations, you'll book multiple timetables there. Important, we can only arrange a makeup class if the class is showing green. If the class is ready, means they cannot accommodate. Once you've done for a time, please text me on this number and I'll confirm with your booking. If you don't know how to create a template, 3 dots here, template, save new draft. Once you've done that, you're going to go here and you're going to click on this. And you're going to put a filter, has the words make up class. So this is going to pick up any email that's sent to your inbox that has the word makeup class. And you're going to search. And it'll put it all there. Then you're going to go create a filter. Now we're going to say, what are we going to do if we do find that? So what we're going to do is if we find an email that says makeup class, you're going to click send template and it's automatically going to send the template for the makeup class request. And you're going to go create filter. Now, in the event when a parent emails you or they call you, hey, can I do a makeup class? No worries, send us an email with the subject line makeup class. They do the hard work for you. Now, guys, I don't know if this will work because I'm sending it to myself. Hi, can I book a makeup class? So the email comes through. I don't know if this will register this, but what would happen is the email is registered makeup class. Gmail will pick up the word makeup class, and then it should, in the sent inbox, you probably can't send an email to yourself, that's why. It'll send a reply back. Hi, thank you for it, this is how you get a makeup class. But yeah, it's probably not going to show because I can't send an email to myself. But that's quite simple, guys. That's how you set up the makeup class. So team, this is a very simple automation that you can use in Gmail to save the back and forth whenever a parent wants a makeup class, rather than texting, rather than getting on the phone, rather than doing back and forth on email. You create a simple template and you add that filter and that will create an automation. So if a parent says to you, Emil, can I do a makeup class? No worries, send an email with the subject line makeup class. They'll send it and they'll get an automatic reply. They'll go into your timetable. They'll see which classes are green and then they'll text you. And all you need to do is say yes, so that you're aware. Yes, no, yes, no. What have we done there? In this automation, we have removed a ton of steps that's required by you. And we're giving the parent the choice to go on the timetable and actually view the class. This literally saves you 1 to 2 hours per week on getting back to parents about something as common as makeup classes. And you can set it up in about less than 5 minutes, team. What do we think of that?
That's good. Anything automated to respond to mundane emails is good.
Yeah. Now, I've recorded this, team, so I know there was a couple of steps I had to do. You can go back and watch this. You can create your template, have your timetable, have everything there. And any parent texts you, hey, can I do a makeup class on Monday at 4 o'clock? Hey, all makeup classes have to be done via email. Send me an email with the subject line makeup class. Cool, team? Did anybody know that you can do that on Gmail? I'm just curious.
Yeah, you can even do that if you get them to email you, let's say Emil at Little Boomers, if they get Emil open bracket something close bracket at Little Boomers, it'll automatically compile it for you in separate sections of your email with automated replies if that's how you set it up as well.
Yeah, for sure, with your inbox rules.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, did we find this valuable? What do we think? Any questions? I'm getting a thumbs up from Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. Charles, Joe, are you finding this useful? Edison, might be a good short-term solution to keep up with all your makeup classes demand.
Yeah, I think it might help. Yeah, answering those requests.
Yeah. Takes about 5 minutes. Gerard, if you're there. All right, let's rock and roll, team. Any questions before we continue on? All right. The next one, and this is kind of new that we introduce. Team, have you noticed that a lot of parents are requesting for trials more than ever? Has anyone noticed that?
I've noticed that. I've had about 5 this week and I wasn't ready for it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Anyone else notice that the trial influx has gone up?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think we should charge for it now, actually.
Could do. That's something I've tried.
Yeah, I find it. I mean, mini boomers, I understand, yeah, because they're not sure whether the child will play. But little boomers who's been playing soccer all their life, playing other sports, just want to have a go at the weekend. Like, I think that we should start charging from little to mighty, to be honest.
Are you
That's
getting
not a bad
people?
shout, Edison.
Are you getting people show up to a trial, book a trial, not show up or not book in?
Yeah, a lot, quite a few. But to be honest, also all those doing the trial, you know that they can play and they want to play. They just want to,
Freebie.
freebie, and then because they know it from the friend, just do a trial now and then pay for the next few sessions. And
Yeah.
some of them are like that. So I would like consider putting like in the gym, 1 day pass, something like
Yeah. What I want to do, that's a good point, Edison. What I want to touch on in here is what the trial process is right now, which is quite inefficient. So when a parent wants a trial class, they text you, you book in a class, you send them the link, you confirm the trial. And then if you've got 10 trials, like for example, Joachim had about 15, 20 trial classes in Victoria, you need to do 15 to 20 different confirmations to say, hey, confirming the trials tomorrow. And if you don't do these confirmations, because they haven't paid for it, the chance of them showing up is very low. So the trial procedure when a parent wants a trial is quite time consuming. There's multiple steps involved and there's a lot of manual work for you, the franchisee. So what we did, and I've been testing this in my location and it's worked quite well, I should say, is I've used Calendly for trial classes. And what that's allowed me to do is automate the entire process, including the follow-up procedures. I'm going to show you what my screen looks like, team. This is what my Calendly trial class looks like. Trial class, Canterbury Bankstown. Book your trial class. Riverwood timetable, Bankstown timetable, holiday camp, age group here. My number. Let's say somebody wants to book a trial for Friday. I've updated my availability to reflect how many vacancies I have. So let's say they want to do 4 p.m. Now, if they don't know, is it mini boomers, is it little boomers, they go to the timetable here to see. 4 p.m., first name, email, child's name, what bracket does your child belong to, what's your mobile number. I've also got a little special promo, like bring a free friend to the class, and if you both sign up, we'll give you a free basketball, so they can put their friend's name there. And then a text message, and then they schedule the event. Now, the beauty about this system is I've got automations that text them to their number, reminding them, hey, Emil, just letting you know you got a trial tomorrow at Friday, 4 p.m. They've got an email sequence and a text sequence that notifies them of the coming trial. And after the trial finishes, 30 minutes after the trial finishes, an automatic email, which can all be done in Calendly, comes out. Hey, Emil, how did Johnny go at the trial class? If you'd like to sign up, here's the link. Automated, done in a click of a finger. All I need to do is send my trial link. And every single week, I update my availability here because I don't want people booking trial classes if the class is full. So every week, I'll update my availability on the back end of Calendly. This is a pro version, costs about $150 per year. And it pretty much automates the entire trial class procedure. What do we think of this, team? I've got a video up. What do we think of this? And or do we have any questions?
I like that setup with the Calendly integration.
Yeah.
I
Streamlines.
used Calendly in the past for the birthday parties.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you say you've used them in the past, Mike?
yeah, for birthday parties.
Yeah, it's really good. There's
That
no
way they can just check when's free instead of asking, well, how about this day? How about this day?
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah, 100%. It cuts the back and forth.
Correct.
I highly recommend, team, especially with the influx of trial classes, because I think, you know, with the economy and stuff, parents want to try before they buy. Get your Calendly link set up on Monday. Update the availability. A parent says, hey, can I have a trial class? Boom, link sent. Do we find this valuable, team? Is this something that will save you a lot of time?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Loris.
Just
Any questions about Calendly, team, before I continue on?
Sorry, just one question. You said it's about $150 per year. And the one you're actually using is the Pro version. I'm just actually looking into Calendly now. Would you recommend which one we should actually use? There's a free version, of course, that's just only one. We can actually use one event. There's another one like a standard and team.
Yes, yeah. So what I recommend, Joe, because don't quote me exactly on the price, I might be wrong, but try the free version.
Yep.
If the free version allows you to, I don't know if it enables all the features, but if the free version allows you to do all the features, stay with that. If not, just get the standard version. You don't need the team version.
Okay, standard. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Cool. Did we get the update, team, that I put in the email about using Calendly? I sent it maybe a couple of weeks ago. Did we get it?
Yeah, already said
Awesome.
I can't.
Awesome. Any questions, team, about Calendly before we continue on?
Actually, this might be useful for organizing your makeup class as well.
Could be, yeah, could be.
Because if you have like 2 spots on your like Mighty class, you can put it up there and then just send the link to the parents and just put it there.
Yeah, it could be. It probably require a little bit more work from your end, updating all of that, getting the makeup classes. You could give it a try with the makeup classes. It definitely helps with the trials, Edison. And you know what?
So let's say for that, let's say someone booked for the trial and then they canceled. Can they do it from their end and then it will automatically update your ticketing system?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think that will work.
Yeah. 100%. Somebody raised their hand. South Gold Coast, Melissa.
Yes. Hi. I just want to ask if for example, because I've been studying Calendly as well, and I actually used to use Cognito Forms. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. I used that Cognito Forms like a lot of times before, and since I'm used to that, I'm kind of like in that stage where I'm comparing where like Calendly versus Cognito Form, and I'm just me personally, I'm just finding the Cognito Form like still more easy for me. So maybe my question is that if it's okay for me to use the Cognito Forms if it's, let's say, providing the same purpose for me, like a very clear trial class booking page or form with all the branding and even an option, let's say, to add a child. Like I was able to add a button to add a child as well if there's another child attending a trial class as well, something like that. So I'm just finding that one more flexible in terms of what I want to get, what information I want to get from the parents, so I can easily like put them in my available classes if ever. So is that okay, or do I really have to use Calendly for these kinds of things?
Yeah, so to be honest, it's hard for me to answer the question, Melissa, because I don't have no idea what incognito or cognito is. So I'd have to come in and check it out. To be honest, I'm more than happy to help you. We do prefer everyone uses the same system, as it makes things a lot easier. We can help people. We create one central system. I can help you with Calendly, but it's hard for me to say. I'd have to check the incognito because I really don't know what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Any other questions, team, before we carry on?
All good.
All good. Thumbs up. All good. Loris, we're getting value from this. Great job. Is Justin there in the background too? Is that Justin in the chair? Hey, he is, head coach Justin. Good to see you, Justin.
Yeah,
Always.
I was hiding here. Yeah.
Hey, I saw you, Justin. I saw the corner of your head. I'm like, that's Justin in the background working.
Yes, yeah.
I have a quick question actually. I haven't checked the Candy. So we can actually set up the days not available, right?
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. So what? Because we have sometimes have school says that day is not available. So
Yeah.
I'll have to change the days for maker class for all whole classes. So
Yeah.
okay, great.
Justin, I've got, if you go to Boomiversity, there's a video there that I explain how to set up the calendar.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Emil,
Yes.
do you how do I put this? Okay, for a lack of better terminology, do you now like no longer recommend, let's say, booking a 9-week term and having your makeup class in that 9th week?
That's a good question.
Because
think-
I've done that at Fairfield. I've booked 9 weeks.
Yeah.
This time I realized I had a few kids that were traveling away. They're going to miss this weekend. One kid's going to miss that weekend. I had like 4 or 5 kids that needed a makeup class. All right. So I just tacked on an extra class to that one. An
Yeah.
extra week. Sorry.
I think I honestly don't think that's a bad idea. I think if that system's working for you, Mike, do that system as long as you're honoring the makeup classes. But like if you can't do that 9-week, some franchisees might
Yeah,
not
no,
take
of
advantage
course.
of that extra week. This system might help, but if that's working for you, that system, that extra week, by all means.
Well, it's a very impromptu. I only do it when I see, okay, I've got like 6 kids that need a makeup class, and like it's going to Liverpool might be a bit far from Fairfield, or
Yeah.
the other venue might not be available for them, or that class is still too full. I just halfway through, I just told the center, can I just add 1 more week, or
Yeah.
can I book a day somewhere just for the hour, and then I'll have them jump in because there's a few kids.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Mike. And if anyone else wants to adopt that, booking an extra week at the 9 weeks and just throwing everybody in for the makeup classes, then by all means. It does mean you take on a bit of extra costs, but if it works for you, it's not a bad idea.
When is that makeup class happening, Mike?
The 9th week.
Yeah.
Week 9, literally, it happens the following week.
All right, I've got one book. I'm gonna send all my makeup class for you.
Hey, are you going to send some of your Liverpool kids there? Some of your Campbelltown kids there, Edison?
Because Fairfield's really good. I'm the only user in the morning there, and then after my block, right, only one other group comes in, but there's 2 courts and there's an empty court. So I've got the space.
Nice. Okay. Here we go, team, the golden slide. I thought, you know what, Emil, you're probably bombarding them with all these things. It's really good, but there's a lot for them to do. So I thought I'll create what's called the golden slide. I've got screenshots and QR codes to take you to every section for Frexia, for HubDoc, for Xero, for Calendly, and there's also a video view guide. Feel free to take a photo of this, guys. It'll give you a direct link to each part.
We lost him. Literally.
The golden slide. So to summarize, team, we've got Frexia AI for the admin. We've got Xero and HubDoc for your bookkeeping, Calendly for your trials, and that email automation tactic for the makeup classes. Cool? Enjoying it, team?
Can
Thank
these links be sent via email or?
I can't send them in email, but I will be sending this video.
That's good enough. Okay.
Yeah, this video guide, Charles.
Thanks.
Okay, team. Before we get into our Q&A with our Boomers Leadership Conference, I thought, you know what, there's a lot happening. Maybe I'll just put a bit of time about upcoming events and check-ins. Next week, team, is Jersey Week, 18th to the 24th. Kids coaches come into their favorite jersey. We're making it a little bit of spice. We're giving away a free term called Score and Raw. So when a child makes a bucket, whether it's skills or games, if the parent captures that celebration, post it on Instagram or Facebook with the hashtag Score and Raw, because it's a celebration, they go into the prize to win a free term. So that's Jersey Week. Make sure you're notifying your parents, team, because they're going to rely a lot on you for notifications. So just make sure you let your parents know this week about Jersey Week. Any questions about that, team, that I can help with? Nope.
All good for me.
Awesome. We got our Boomers Leadership Conference, which I'm super pumped to finally announce October 30th. The theme is going to be transitioning from operator to owner. I'm going to spend a little bit of time in my next slide. Now, I wanted to check in, guys, the MVP promotion that we've been pushing really hard to bring you guys customers for free. We've now got a flyer available at the Pro Shop. I know you guys mentioned before, Emil, when's the flyer coming out? I've put the flyer on the Pro Shop. You guys can order the flyers. But team, this promotion is going to require a lot of heavy lifting from you, the franchisee. Parents get emails, but it's going to require a lot of mentioning from you. So I want to get feedback on how the initial kind of 1 month of the launch of the MVP program has been. Charles.
As a Queensland franchisee, I've been speaking to the parents, and Movie World is kind of normal to us because we're so close. With the flights that they're not going to get for Queensland parents, could we say something like you're going to get a $500 spending money or something like that, just to entice them a bit?
I could. I do got to standardize the cost, Charles, because we're burdening the cost. Leave that with me.
I appreciate that, but
yeah.
for a Sydney or Victoria parent, you'd
Yeah.
have to spend that flight anyway.
Yeah. That's a good
I've
point.
literally spoken to parents and
Give him a trip to Sydney instead.
Luna Park.
Luna Park.
to where Luna Park.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
No,
But I'm just going
it's a
from
good-
parents' feedback because, you know, Melissa, I'm sure you're in Gold Coast. Your parents would be like, Movie World. We go there every week. We got weekly Movie World pass. So for the Queensland franchisees, it's not as, what's the word, as strong.
Okay. Remember, Charles, as well, that's the grand prize. We've also got the short-term prize. Yeah. The $20 and the $10, the two-way as well. So we got that as well in the short term. But you do raise a good point about the long term, the bigger prize. Leave that with me. I'll see what I can do. But the main thing is I just wanted to see how promotion has been going at classes. If we've been mentioning it to the families, if we've been telling them that they've got their unique URL, because if they send their URL to someone, they get $20 credit. Has there been?
I've got a parent. You Sydney guys are lucky. The parent says she knows a lot of people in Sydney, so she'll refer to Sydney parents.
Awesome. I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to promote it, and yeah.
I appreciate that, Charles. And there's a Pro Shop flyer. Our team, anyone else can come off mute. I'm keen to see how the promotion, if we've been promoting MVP locally in our franchisee and how the initial response has been. It is going to take a little bit of time for the parents to get used to it. They're probably going to need to hear about it 7 times. But somebody feel free to come off mute.
I reckon the Shire parents were always good at this stuff about parent interaction. Southern Shire were always really good at parent interaction.
I agree. G?
Gerard, how'd they go?
Hi, Emil. Just thinking whether we can check the parent which parents has been like use the referral link, and can we check by our end?
Yeah, unfortunately, the back-end access is only available to us, Loris. We can see who's checking it, but they've got nicknames. So they put nicknames for their account. So it'll probably be hard to tell. But so far, we've had about 15 people share their link and about 4 signups from that link, because I'm tracking it monthly on the back end. Charles?
How many nights is the accommodation for the Gold Coast trip?
Accommodation?
Oh, you know how they're staying in Gold Coast? Is that 1 night or 2 nights or?
Great question, Charles. I don't have an answer for you right now. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you on it. I don't have an exact answer for you right now.
Okay. And can we go back to the Jersey week? When the parent wins a free term, is that term 1 or term 4?
Term 1.
Term 1, 26.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good question, Charles. Very in-depth thinking. I didn't think about how much accommodation it is, but I'll have an answer for you soon.
Oh, I just know parents are going to ask these details.
Okay. Well, they got to get sharing, because they ain't sharing their link. They're not going to be in the number 1 position to.
I guess if I was a parent, I'd ask the same thing.
Yeah. Fair. Anything else, team, about the MVP? Anything I can help you with, guys? Any information I can give you to help keep pushing it to our parents and families? Because I think if we push it, It's going to be a really, really powerful promo, especially with parents. They always want to win something. There's a short-term reward and also a long-term reward. Anything else before we continue? Loris, Charles, Joachim, Gerard? I think Gerard's permanently muted.
Yes, about the credit for MVP. If like one parents refer 2 or 3 friends, they got $60 credit to use. They can use it in one turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, got it.
Good question. And there's a playbook available, team, if anybody needs it as well, in the Franchise Resource Center. Okay. Came across this comment the other day, and I really, firstly, I wanted to say, Charles, this is really, really nice. It's actually happened a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? I really want to mention this. And team, where I'm going to get to here, this is obviously Charles offering his number to Melissa, our new franchisee. We're starting to really build a really nice culture. I've been speaking to some of the franchisees and they've been saying the same thing. And I think somebody just said it at the start of this Zoom. Melissa, you said it before. You know, you love the support that you get from the franchisees. There's a couple of individual franchisees that have been helping and assisting you with certain things. And I love to see the fact that there's franchisees that are taking time out of their day to help fellow new franchisees who were in their shoes 6, 12, 18 months ago. I really love the fact, like, this is something that Charles didn't have to do, but he did out of good faith to offer a lending hand. So what we figured, team, is we're introducing a franchisee buddy program, a proper program. When a new franchisee comes in, we're going to buddy them with an existing franchisee. Greg's going to talk to you a little bit more about that. Now, you don't have to. You can say, nah, Mil, I don't want to be a buddy. Thank you, but no thank you. You don't have to. It's not compulsory. But I feel like if you were a new franchisee and somebody was there to help you, guide you, get you up and going, repaying that favor, offering an extra lending hand when you can, goes a really long way, especially to somebody new like Melissa, who's trying to process all this new stuff happening. Having that lending hand that Charles offer, I think, goes a long way. So we're introducing a franchisee buddy program, team. If Greg does a 3-way introduction to you, if you want to do it, I know it's a bit of extra time. It means, you know, they might ask you questions here and there, but it really goes a long way. And I think the franchisee coming in would really appreciate it. So shout out to Charles. That was really nice of you, Charles.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, let's give Charles a clap, Charles. Let me give you a clap. That was awesome, Charles. Go, Charles. Okay. Last thing, team, before we get into the FAQ, and this is something that I've wanted to mention. I thought, you know what, there's a couple of people on this Zoom, I'll mention it. The other day after Victoria, when I helped Joachim train up his coaches, I went to Grilled in Victoria. I was really hungry, did the big coaching session, and I'm sitting down on the table, and the table's dirty. Like, it's absolutely dirty. And the worker who's doing nothing is just there watching. He's not doing anything. And I'm sitting there with Kimberly, and I'm starting to get frustrated because the table's dirty. I want to order something, and he's just there watching me. He's not taking the proactive initiative to come in there and clean the table. And I'm with Kimberly, and Kimberly's seeing me get frustrated. And then eventually I get up and I say to him, man, can you please clean this table? We've been sitting here for 5 to 10 minutes. Not one of my brightest moments in my life. I'll put my hands up. But Emil, you know, where are you getting at with this story? Are you saying to me not to go to Grilled, or are you saying don't go to that restaurant? Now, what I'm saying, team, is a couple of weeks ago on WhatsApp, people have been telling me, oh, Emil, you know, I saw the WhatsApp message, you know, that was very handled well. I like how Greg handled it. And I just want to say this one thing. In business, things are always not going to go into accordance to plan. In this situation, we've had issues with the Game Ready kits. We might have issues in the future. Maybe the website will go down. Something's not going to go in accordance to plan. That's business for you. Uncertainty. When you sign up for a business, you sign up for uncertainty. So whether something goes wrong or not is inevitable. Something is always going to go wrong. It's more so how we handle it when these situations go wrong. I'm not saying not to give me feedback, or Emil's saying don't give feedback. Voice your feedback to us personally. Let us know, Emil, this equipment ordering process isn't working. Can you help us fix it out? And we'll be more than happy to assist you. But sometimes when we blow off steam, yes, it helps us in the short term. You know, we feel like, oh, that was a relief. But after, it doesn't improve the situation at all. Like, doesn't do anything. It doesn't improve the situation at all. So all I'm saying for team in the future, and this is from my story at Hurricanes, when I blew up at that guy, it didn't make the situation better. He walked even slower to my table to clean it up. All I'm saying is when things go wrong, if things don't go according to plan, please do voice your concerns. Let us know personally, and we will be more than happy to rectify it and to fix it. But we want to keep the WhatsApp chat, positive vibes, positive energy, and a network hub. So I just wanted to say that, team. Is that all good? Hope you guys didn't mind my hurricane story. It was actually very nice food other when he cleaned up the table.
Excellent.
All right. Joey Kim's laughing. You know the place I'm talking about, yeah? In the Craneburn shopping center.
Yeah, that's not the grill though.
Well, no, there's before, not the one that we went to. I went to
No,
grill.
sorry. Yeah, probably if anyone love grill, they'll be like, oh shit. Oh, is it right? Is it grill? No, it's not grill. It's Miss Pickle. So that's another
No. Miss Pickle was good. Miss Pickle was good. This is grilled. I went
Oh, okay.
a week before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. So, team, before I go quickly, I appreciate your time. This one's been 50 minutes. Before I go over the Boomers Leadership Conference FAQ, I want to ask you a question, and I would like for you to think carefully of your answer and please put it into the Zoom chat. I actually want you to take the time to think. The topic of, or the theme of the Boomers Leadership Conference is going to be how to transition from operator to owner. And I would like to ask you, what pain points do you struggle with related to this topic specifically? Transitioning from operator to owner, instead of being in the business, working on the business. What pain points do you struggle the most with when it comes to this? I would love for you to be as raw and as authentic as possible. Think about your answer and please put it on the chat. I am going to be using this feedback to tailor the content that we're delivering on the Boomers Leadership Conference. Take your time and put the answer in the chat. What pain points do you struggle the most with related to transitioning from operator to owner? And if you're still wondering what does Emil mean by that? Operator is somebody that works in their business, is constantly putting out fires, and owner is somebody that works on their business. Do you struggle with managing coaches? Do you struggle with admin? Do you struggle with delegation? Do you have control issues? Is it hard for you to train someone? Do you feel like if you train someone, they're never going to be able to do the same result that you do? Have a think about it and put it in the chat. Don't think too hard, team. I just want to spend a minute on this. Whatever comes to your mind. I can see the hard drive in overtime.
Can we just talk through about it, or do you want it messaged, or?
Actually, we can talk through it if you want, Charles, but I prefer if you can put it on the chat, then we can talk about it because I'm going to take note of the response.
Okay.
But you want to talk through yours? Go for it.
How do I put this? I'm too passionate about the business, expecting others to be the same in regards to your coaches, even my life partner and people around you. So that makes you impatient. And to the downside, need to learn how to switch off and have a break from the business. That's summarized.
Charles, I appreciate you sharing that. That's very raw and very honest. Thank you for sharing that. Can you put that on the chat, Charles? If you don't mind, just summarize that on the chat because I'm going to be taking.
Sure. I just did that on the fly, so I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you. Team, does anyone else want to come off their mute? Charles, I really appreciate you being open and sharing that. Does anyone else want to come off mute, guys? Any challenges that they're facing specifically when it comes to moving away from operator to owner? Where are the crickets? Oh, there's chats going. Here we go. Yes, percentage dependent on head office or admin in terms of operations, managing the coaches as they're new, managing systems as there's many options. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Team, did anyone else want to say anything before we move to the next slide? I know it's hard admitting shortcomings or shortfalls and challenges. Did anyone else have anything before I move to the next slide? Okay, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Charles. And thank you, South Gold Coast, for sharing that. Team, we have got our Boomers Leadership Conference happening October 30th in Sydney. It's the first, I'm so excited for this because it's our first event. As everybody knows, we've got franchisees, we're growing. We've got franchisees in Vic, franchisees in Queensland, franchisees in New South Wales. It's our first opportunity to have everybody come down for one day for networking and for personal development, especially on working on growing the business. What we've noticed, team, is in our network, some of our franchisees, specifically the ones that get to about 150 to 200 enrollments per term, if they don't put certain systems in place and remove themselves from the business, we've noticed that they experience an element of burnout. They start to plateau. They start to become reactive. They lose that passion. They lose that drive they once had when they were sub 100 enrollments. We've noticed that's a common shift. So because of that, our Boomers Leadership Conference is going to focus on how you can transition from an operator. When I reference operator, it's somebody that's in their business constantly, to an owner. That's going to be the theme of it, to help you put systems and automations in place so that your business can run and thrive without you being there. We've spent about 15 hours already crafting the agenda and crafting the workbook. We're investing a lot of time for this event. It's going to be really exciting. It's happening at the Canterbury Leagues Club. And we've also decided to do a +1 because we realized that a lot of people, like for example, Edison has Diane, Joachim has Naomi, Loris has Justin, Charles has May, Melissa has Leo. A lot of us have significant others or business partners that are also helping out with the franchise. And we realize that it's very important that both partners or both significant others are on the same page when it comes to working on the business. So what we've done is a +1. The ticket's, I think, $95 just a +1 to encourage you to bring your partner. So if you plan on bringing your partner, Joe, if you want to bring Naomi, Edison, if you want to bring Diane, Loris, if you want to bring Justin, Charles, if you want to bring May, Melissa, if you want to bring Leo, obviously they need to be part of the business and part of the franchise. Please RSVP to Kimberly before September 1. And we can make that happen. I encourage you to bring your significant other, because if one person is on this page and the other person is on this page, you guys are just going to be butting heads all the time. So it's important that both partners are on the same page. I've got a playbook already out there, team, with all the details. I'm here to take questions. Does anybody have any questions about the Boomers Leadership Conference? Anything, any details that I can clarify? Look at that. Melissa's already got her hands up. Go for it, Melissa.
Yep. I'm personally very excited about this because aside from it's going to help franchisees, but it's more for me to meet everyone, like the franchisees as well. And I would love for me to bring my husband as well, because we're together in this, as you said, and we're partners. So my only problem will be my children, because we have never really let others take care of it. My question is, if we can bring them, I'd be happy to pay for whatever, but because we can also manage them. But if my question is, will we be allowed to bring our children or not, so that I can make other arrangements or plans for them, because we have three, as you know. Yeah, you've met them. So
if your children come, Melissa, I'm going to have to kick both of you and the children. I'm only joking. Yes, you can bring your children, as long as, because I want you to be focused and I want you to be present, because there's so much content and value that we're going to give, Melissa. As long as you're able to be present, you and Leo, it's no problem at all. Thank you.
Perfect.
Charles.
Thank you.
I would love to go, but we've actually got a Thursday class, October 30th, lined up. that day, and my coaches aren't ready to run the class without me yet.
Okay, I think so, Charles. This is exactly what the workshop is working on, right? Working on the business, exactly what it is. So do an express. I recommend, Charles, if you've got your classes on a Thursday, have one of your strong coaches lead the class. Give them the reins of the powers, the uniform. Train them up beforehand, prepare them. I think you should be okay to have one of your strong coaches. You got a couple of really strong coaches I've been speaking to Greg about. Empower
Yeah, I know. There's
empower
one.
them to
The issue
to
is
run the class.
the portable hoop. Let me figure it out. I'm not
These are
sure.
Charles, these are small things. I think we can work around it. It's only one day. You're not missing out the whole 8 weeks for the Thursday. I think we can work around it. We can make things work. I'm happy to help you out, put a plan together. But that, you know what, Charles, this is exactly what the workshop is focused on, having your classes be able to run without you and the quality stay the same. So this is perfect timing for you and May. Questions team. It's been a long Zoom. I'm about to crack the hour mark. Please do come off mute. Maybe we can get a peep from Gerard if we're lucky enough. If he's on if he's on the Zoom.
I'm
He's
still
there, you
here.
mean?
I'm listening. I'm just
Oh,
silent.
Gerard!
Oh, where have you
Hey,
been, mate?
Mikey, mate. Hey, Mikey. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, he's just hopped on now. Finished his shower. He's ready to go.
He
Yeah, I
jumped in
just
the
woke
house. Oh
up
shit,
like
the
right
Zoom's
now,
on.
guys.
Hey. Good to hear
All
from
right,
you,
guys. No more
Gerard.
peeping for me. I'm back on mute.
All right. Good having you on. Edison, Loris, any questions from you about the Boomers Leadership Conference? Are we going to be fortunate enough to have your partners, both Diane and Justin, there?
Yeah, we will both come.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it'd be really good, Edison. I'm looking forward to it. We've also got a guest speaker that we will announce on the day. Surprise, surprise. Gerard, did you have any?
Is it Bazza?
No, it's not Bazza. He doesn't
Oh.
like public speaking. He won't.
Come on.
Bazza's not a public speaker. He definitely won't be there. Gerard, did you have any questions about the Boomers Leadership Conference?
I do not have any questions of the Boomers Leadership Conference.
All right, you don't have to speak like an AI bot. Joe, do you have any questions?
No question. It's pretty straightforward, and yeah, I think there'll be only I'll be coming on myself. Naomi won't be able to make it because we need someone to look after Nerissa. If we bring Nerissa, none of
I
us.
get it.
Yeah.
I understand. Who else? I've already asked Loris. I've already asked everyone. Mikey, any questions from your end?
To be honest, no, so far so good. It's a very informative prezzo. So thank you for that.
Hey, Mike, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I appreciate the kind words. Team, if we don't have any more questions, that's the Boomers Leadership Conference, October 30th. We've got all of our franchisees coming down. It's going to be a hell of a day. We've got some great content, and it's also going to be actionable as well. So team, please bring your laptop. We're doing live implementation on the day, because we're going to be able to help you put it in and not have to wait after. Because sometimes, when we go back into the real world, we forget to do things, or we don't do things, or we don't prioritize things. So we're going to be doing live implementation on the day. Please bring your laptop. If you're bringing your significant other or your business partner, make sure to RSVP to Kimberly before September 1st. Other than that, team, I'm pumped up for the day. Everyone's going to get to meet each other, especially with all these new and beautiful faces. Are we excited for this Boomers Leadership Conference, our first ever conference? Yeah, Melissa, Gold Coast. Charles, I know we've got to get that Thursday hurdle, but we'll make it work. I believe we can. Awesome. Cool. Team, before we wrap up today's Zoom, I just want to quickly go around. Did we find the content in this live workshop valuable, and or what did we like most about it? I'll start with you, Edison.
Yeah, it's very good. I really like those, automation and that like AI stuff that we can use just to save us a lot of time. So yeah, very good information. Thank
you, Edison. Mikey?
I thought it was good. Personal favorite was your golden slide. I thought you set that out really nicely with the QR codes. I thought it was good. Overall, I think it was a very good presentation, like I said before.
Appreciate it, Mike. Loris?
Yes, it's very useful, especially for the trial things. Yeah, because I spend a lot of time to follow up the trials, and it will definitely save our time by using the calendar.
100%. 100%. Gerard?
Fracture sounds pretty good. I'm gonna get Fracture and see how it goes.
Yeah. Try it. It's got a free trial, Gerard. 7 days, no credit card. Joachim?
Look, this is really great because this is what I'm actually struggling with at the moment. As I said, I just put it in the chat. There's so many options, and then which one is the best one to go for? And yeah, like very simple. I just want to ask everyone around here. This is what I'm struggling most is my emails. Like I'm old school, and I'm not really used to with Gmail. Been using Gmail, but the interface of Gmail is not really very suitable. I'm using with the Outlook, the classic version, and then I've downloaded the new version, and then it's not very very good for me. So the question is there anyone have any other suggestion for using, like are we just using mostly Gmails, or anyone using any other which is very interactive?
So, Joe, by the way, because we've got G Suite, I don't think email works with anything else because we got a subscription with G Suite. So your custom email, Craneburn at littleboomers.basketball.com.au, can only be used by Gmail. I don't think it's can be used by Outlook because that's where our subscription is.
You can connect. You can connect with any other mail, but look, that's why I think I just have to
okay.
walk around it, and yeah, I think I need to get used to it with the Gmail sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I think
it helps,
just give it a bit of time. And Joe, go Mel. Yeah, go.
yeah, if it helps, Joe, I think we're the same. Like I prefer Microsoft Outlook much better, but I like that I can also separate the Little Boomers basketball. So I use Gmail now just for Little Boomers basketball. So when I see like a notification just for Gmail, I know it's all Little Boomers for me. So it helps that way. So I see it that way. But all my other personal emails, it's all in Outlook. So when I see in my phone it's Gmail, then like I want to be more active because it's a work email. So I don't look at much my Microsoft Outlook email notifications now because I know it's all personal. So when I want to be more efficient in terms of what I need to do for Little Boom